everyone. I'm squatted down here because I have my stuff stacked up. So I just wanted to do a quick follow-up. I've been away for I think about a month, and so what I did was I have been filming. I just have been so busy with life stuff that I have not been able to post a video. So what I did was I took snippets of every bit of film that I did from the last time I chatted with you guys to today, and we're going to watch my greenhouse grow. So I'm going to grab the camera real quick. I'm going to show you the tomatoes because this is actually going to be the end of the video. I'm excited. They did really, really well this last 4 weeks. We did have icky weather. The beginning, the last time I talked to you was right before our Memorial Day weekend, and the weather was really hot. Everything was growing really good. Then we crashed and we got dark and just cool. And so my peppers, they're not doing great. They're throwing peppers, they're just not growing. They're going green, yellow, green, yellow. The flowers are dropping off, they're coming back on, they're dropping off again because our temperature is a big old, having a fun time. The tomatoes this year, because of the temperature differential, you can see the perfect temperature for the tomatoes to have their flowers. They look perfect. Then you can tell that some of them are cat facing from the high heat that we get, and then we go back to being cooler than normal, then we go hotter than normal, cooler than normal. They are throwing flowers. Some of the flowers have dropped. We just got done with another heat wave, and it did get 115 to 120 in here, and I had fans going and everything, shade cloth, hosed the place down, trying to get it to cool off. So we had three pretty good warm days, and it cooked it. So they are a little beat up, but now we've crashed again, and we're dark and gloomy and cooler than normal. So at least they're in the greenhouse, because my outside stuff, the lettuce, I got four really good harvests. I'll do a lettuce video. So anyway, the greenhouse is up. Let me show you some pictures of what has happened to the tomatoes. I'll show you some really weird looking tomatoes that are starting. We'll see if they keep going. So here we go. Okay, so the ribs on this is another one that threw probably about a week ago when we had some real intense heat. So they're not supposed to be ribbed like that. The Gardener's Delight, these are perfect. These look wonderful. This set did well. Let's see here. Now this set, this is probably gonna rot because this was when the heat hit. Just like some of these flowers, this is the last couple of days. These flowers had produced when it got hot, too hot in here. Some of my flowers I've already taken off. This is another one these are my ox hearts. This one's okay, it's not quite as bad, but they really should, I'll go around the other side. Here we go. They really should be looking like this. That's the perfect, it's kind of got really light, you know, you can see kind of like the light ribs. This over here, this whole truss of them, these are the first heat that was in the end of May, right before our holiday. We had another 3-day heat wave, and it made, and the white is just diatomaceous earth. The white, the tomatoes just went bonkers with the heat. So let me come over here on this side. Here's another one that was in the original heat. It's a pretty tomato, but then you have the ones that grew before the heat. So this one was the first one, this one was the second one that you could tell formed during the heat. So that's what happens during heat events. Tomatoes will do some really weird things. Now the weirdest tomatoes that are really doing some weird stuff is my San Marzanos. Now I don't know what's going on with these, but these things look like they should be telling me, feed me, I'm hungry. So they've all, the bigger ones look okay, but they threw really late. And this was another one that threw right when the heat came. Now these should hopefully be fine because these flowers just came on the last couple of days. but these were really, really late. This is the same thing. All the little ones did some weird thing. Now my pear tomatoes, these are my cherry tomatoes, you can tell when the heat came on. Let me move this out of the way. You can tell when the heat came on. Perfect, perfect, and then the last one, heat. Those two are heat. The rest of them, perfect. Same with these. Perfect, perfect, you know, pear shape, pear shape. Now, my, what are these? My Amish paste. They're pretty good. They, well, except for that one. That one split. That'll look like SpongeBob. So, those split. But most of these, they were so early that they're just fine. They did just fine. Then my first truss of tomatoes were way down low. I mean, you get a truss of tomatoes that have, how many's on there? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. There's 10 on just this truss. These, I believe, are my Heinz, because like I said, well, I did a video wondering what these were. This is a mistake. These are Heinz. These should be outside, but I'm glad they're inside because the outside ones aren't doing anything. And so we come to the back side, and these trusses of these Amish paste are just, they're just beautiful. They're just hanging so nicely. And these are the ones that were volunteers outside. They're small, and I believe they're the ones that are about the size of my thumbnail. They're really, look at how little these little tiny flowers are. They're just a beautiful little tomato. Hopefully they taste the same as they did last year, and then I have an heirloom that I get to keep. So yeah, so the tomatoes, from being dark for a couple weeks at the beginning of June, decided, you can see how leggy they got. They got real leggy before they started throwing more flowers. So now they're up to the 8-foot level. So what I did was I came out, quit fighting out there. All the feral cats, it's dinner time. So what I did is I came out yesterday, and you can see the last truss is right there. It's right at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let them truss one more time, and then I'm topping them. Same with this one. That way I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll get 6 trusses. It's just the span from getting dark. It's just crazy how it stretched. They wanted the light so bad. So I have nice fat bottom girls down here, and then long skinny tops up on top that they tried to work with. And I'm moving my dahlias slowly but surely. Look at that dahlia. Isn't it pretty? Got that one and this one. Oh, they're so pretty. So I got my dahlias. Oh, and then this tall, pretty one. So yeah, so the other tomatoes, you can tell the difference. Those Amish paste, they just went to the sky. And these guys are very thick. I mean, well, there's the, I think that's 21 millimeter circle. So they are very thick. And they threw short. These guys stayed really, even though they got the weirdest looking tomatoes. So they have a branch, and it's a palm space, so probably about 8 inches. Every 8 inches, they threw a new truss of tomatoes. So those are just loaded. These are crazy. These double trussed. I've never seen this before. And I think it's because we were so cold that they just threw a bunch of tomatoes. So here's the truss, and usually you get one. It's split, and now I have 2 trusses on one plant, and that's not the only one that did that. Here's another one. This one split off in 3. So I have the main truss, it goes up, then a main truss that branched off to more tomatoes, and then this tomato. So I have 3 trusses on that one. I've never had that before. So it looks like all the tomatoes did it this year. 3 trusses on that one. This one has 4. So here's 1 truss, and then branch. So it's just, I think 4 is my record here. It's just very, very crazy. These are the black cherry tomatoes, and they're a pretty little tomato too. They stay dark. They get almost a wine color. So they're doing well. And again, they are leggy, so it's just our weather. So they'll be up here, and what I'll let these cherry tomatoes do is I'll let them branch off down here. I'll cut them when they hit that top rail, which I'm 5'6" in my hands. I think I can hit 7 foot. So I think this is 7 foot on my tippy toes. So I'll let this climb all the way up, clip the top, and then I'll just let side shoots about waist level and let them side shoot out a little bit. That's all I have for my greenhouse. Just want to do a quick checkup and show you guys that I'm not dead, and just been busy. Tomorrow I'm going to come out and I have lettuce to finish in my cracky system. It's done, it's ready to eat, so I'll be wiping that out, and then I need to plant more lettuce starts, so I need to do that tomorrow. And the blueberries are starting to turn blue, so that's getting close. Been picking strawberries off those containers like crazy. So from me in the greenhouse, have a great day, and thanks for watching.